What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. And today I'm going to be showing you how to make carbonara. I know carbonara is usually made with guanciale, not pancetta, but I'm going to be showing you how to do it with pancetta today. I'm using pancetta just because I feel like it's a little more widely available to people, so showing people how to use that for carbonara rather than guanciale is actually a little better in my opinion. It's just what more people are going to use. On top of that, I'm going to be doing a little experiment today. And that experiment was inspired by Alex. He's another cook on YouTube. If you haven't seen him, you probably have. He's a great cook. Go check him out. But he did a video on cacio e pepe. In cacio e pepe, you use the pasta water to make a sauce. The sauce is the pasta water. That's basically it. It's just that and pepper. In that video, he reduced the pasta water to get it more starchy to create a creamier sauce. So I was wondering, with carbonara, where pasta water is a very big aspect of it, granted a lot of the creaminess and richness comes from the egg, I feel like we can take it a step further if we use that strategy. Like we can up our carbonara game just a little bit by making it a little creamier, a little more rich. We'll see how it plays out. I hope you guys enjoy the journey. Come along for the ride with me. Besides that, let's get into it.
In order to start crafting the perfect carbonara, we have to start with some quick prep work. First, take your pancetta and cut it into bite-sized pieces. Now the pancetta is going to shrink in the pan a little bit, so don't be scared to cut them a little bigger than you think you need to. After cutting, place your pancetta in a bowl and set aside for later. From here, grab an egg in 2 bowls. We only need to use the yolk for this recipe, so go ahead and separate the yolk from the white by tossing the yolk from shell to shell or by cracking the egg into your fingertips and letting the egg white fall through. Place the yolk aside for now. Now grab a nice piece of Parmesan and grate your cheese on the small side of your grater. You don't need too much parm for this recipe, a solid 3 to 4 tablespoons should do. Once grated, place in a bowl and put aside for later. From here, quickly smash a medium-sized clove of garlic. We will grate this into our pasta later. To finish off our prep for the day, we must take our yolk and add a couple of solid twists from your pepper mill. Freshly ground pepper really elevates this dish, so try and avoid using pre-ground pepper. Cover your egg/pepper combo with a pinch of cheese and mix to combine. Set the mixture aside for now while we make some pasta. Speaking of pasta, place a pot of water over high heat. Add a tablespoon or 2 of salt as well as a glug of olive oil. Place your pasta into the water and cook for 1 minute less than the time on the box. We're going to finish this pasta in a pan, which means that if we fully cook our pasta now, we will just overcook it later. Pulling the pasta a minute earlier allows it to finish cooking in the pan rather than overcooking in the pan. Makes sense, right? Getting back to the pasta, a minute or 2 before your pasta is done, start cooking the pancetta over high heat. Once mostly cooked through, grate in your garlic. Now this garlic will cook quickly, so as soon as the smell of garlic fills your kitchen, add your pasta, a splash of pasta water, and your cheesy egg yolk to the pan. Start mixing immediately after we add everything to avoid getting scrambled eggs in your pasta. If you see your eggs clumping up, don't be scared to add some more pasta water. Keep mixing and tossing until a creamy sauce is formed. From here, plate your pasta in a decorative bowl and top with a couple of twists of pepper and a generous pinch of Parmesan. Then enjoy. Like always, with these nice food shots going on in the background, I wanted to quickly just tell you about my Instagram, @TheCulinaryColt. It's a good place to go to get some extra content or just foodie content in general. So check it out if you're into that kind of stuff.
So, I've said it once, I'll say it again. It's time for my favorite part of the video, trying this. So, as you can see, this is very easy to make. It took me, 10 minutes to make, and all of it was just waiting for the pasta to cook. It's very easy, simple to do. See how it tastes, right? It's very rich, it's very creamy. It's not really eggy at all. There's a hint of nuttiness from that Parmesan that really plays well with the pancetta. Ooh. I mean, it's delicious. How can you go wrong with the basic, simple dish that takes you 15 minutes to make taste this good, right? With all that said, I think we can do better. So, pasta carbonara. What am I trying to achieve right now? To explain what I'm doing with this carbonara, I should explain what cacio e pepe is first. Cacio e pepe is a very traditional, simple Italian dish where you use the pasta water to make the sauce for the dish, but not in the same sense that I use pasta water in my pastas. Pasta water is the sauce. You reduce the pasta water to kind of create a bit of a creamy kind of texture on the outside of the pasta, mixed with the pepper, then all of a sudden you have cacio e pepe. What Alex did, and it's kind of what I'm trying to do, is he reduced the pasta water he actually cooked the pasta in. And he's gonna have a more concentrated starch content in his pasta, which led to him creating a really creamy, better version of cacio e pepe. And my theory is carbonara is already a creamy, delicious pasta dish. If you were to add that reduced starch water to carbonara, what would happen? Would you end up with something better? Would it be more creamy? Would it be too creamy? Like, what would happen? Right now, I'm trying to create a carbonara that is too creamy to handle. That is the goal. Like you saw, I'm reducing the pasta water right now to get a really concentrated starch content. And from there, I'm gonna use that pasta water to actually emulsify the eggs. Let's see how it works out. This video just me fucking around. I mean, yeah, I'm a chef. I'm supposed to experiment on this stuff. Like, come on. I talk about experimenting on my channel all the time. You know, I haven't really done it, have I? So, here we go. Let's get back to the cooking.
To start this experiment, I'm going to reduce the pasta water I cooked my first batch of pasta in. I'm going to reduce this by about 75% to create a pasta water with anywhere from 3 to 5 times the amount of starch content of regular pasta water. Once the water was almost done reducing, I started to cook some more pasta. From here, I did everything exactly like I did before. I undercooked the pasta by about a minute, cooked the pancetta the same, grated in the garlic the same. I even used the same amount of cheese and pepper in my yolk. The only difference in this pasta is that I used the reduced pasta water instead of the water the pasta was cooked in. If you look at the shots here, you can notice that the pasta actually has a little more of a coating to it. It's also way shinier and also way less yellow.
So, bit of a first here, the second tasting of the video, but we got this. I can already tell you, it is creamier just from the way it was in the pan. The sauce was sticking to the pasta a lot more, it was sticking to the pan a lot more in the pancetta, but I will say it's nowhere near as golden and rich kind of looking as the other one was. But let's see how it stacks up on taste.
Hi, Future Editing Colton here, and I just wanted to let you know that this dish is delicious. Like, it was even better than the first carbonara. I am a carbonara enthusiast, and this was by far one of the best I've ever had. You can even see me in the background, I freaked out over it.
Oh my god, dude. I mean, I kept all the ratios the same, so the only thing that could be affecting this dish right now is the reduced pasta water, and wow, that really does make a difference. Oh my god, you can even see it. I know you guys will see it in the close-ups, but like that pasta is glistening. It is glistening. I know it's kind of obvious, but in terms of flavor, it's not that much different. But the added creaminess from that pasta water really changes the mouthfeel and the overall kind of vibe of this dish. It makes it from just a nice rich carbonara to a creamy rich carbonara. Like come on. Wow. All that said, guys, I really appreciate you being here. Thanks for watching another video. I know this one was a little bit more on the experimental side towards the later half, but I really do recommend using some reduced pasta water in your carbonara now. That was so good. Oh my god, was it creamy? Was it delicious? Was it more than just carbonara? I think so. But anyway, I highly recommend this dish to anyone who wants a new, nice 10 to 15 minute go-to after work kind of meal. But with all that said, guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you being here. It means a lot. If you have any tips on how to improve my editing, maybe even filming, please let me know. I'm kind of a novice at this. But besides that, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please come back next week for another one.